Hello everyone. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys gonna start attacking me immediately for this video, but there is a conversation that we have to open because the answer cannot be this is how it is in aviation. So let's start and you will understand what is going on. So I want to show you guys something. I'm not trying to bash on any company or anything like that. I understand the cost of aviation, but when you get to a point that stuff get ridiculous and you say, okay, this is out of control. So a couple years ago, I was dealing with a Piper Cherokee that having some problem that was ridiculous to fix. And now I find that the smallest part on a Piper Colt PA22-108 is the most expensive in the world, more expensive actually than buying it if it was from solid gold. Let's show what I'm talking about. So this is the part. This is a small tiny Cleveland cylinder assembly for drum brake. So if you go here to this picture, this is the drum brake for this airplane. So you're talking about this little guy right here. It's a small tube, hollow tube. It's have nothing inside. So it's a tube that have, let's make it bigger. It's a tube that have inside of it nothing. It's have two pistons made out of aluminum. This is kind of what type of steel, I don't really know. It's not really matter. But if it was made out of solid gold, it will be cheaper than what this part cost. This part, what it does is just pushing the two brake shoe in order to stop the airplane. Yes, it's a very important action, but it don't have a pump or anything in it. What it does, it's a hollow tube that get oil coming from the insert and pushing two piece of metal, round metal cylinders that have on them O-ring that usually leaking all the time no matter what you do with it. Now, I can rebuild this, and I tried to rebuild a couple times, but it seems to be that this part maybe need to get replaced. And I say, okay, so I'm gonna replace it, do the responsible thing and replace it. And this part, when you close it, it costs $4,075.99 for this part only. And if you want to know how big it is, this is, you can hold it in the palm of your hand. This parts, you know, if you compare to, there is exactly the same cylinder for automotive. It's cost $17, okay? Even though it's not gonna fit, okay? I'm just giving comparison again. $17 versus $4,000. I think someone here make a mistake. I called the website and asked them, are you guys making a mistake? Is someone adding another numbers on the ad? Because there's no way. So two of those brake cylinders together going to cost you $8,000, okay? Then I want to show you how much those brake pads going. Are you guys ready? You should sit down. Then those pieces on the side, they're like $592 a piece, and this is the size of, if you stack 4 quarters together, this is what you're gonna get. And then when you go and look at the brake shoe, okay, there is left and right. And when I called actually the company to make sure that I'm not crazy, those things cost $5,000 a piece. Guys, are we out of our mind, or what's going on here? One pads costs almost $5,000. Tell me something. Am I crazy? Because when I called to place an order today, and the kids that answered the phone is to tell me, oh, this is the price. So I calculated this entire assembly that you see here. Left brake shoe, right brake shoe, the small cylinder, and with couple of the screws and assembly. What you see here in the picture costs $37,000 for an airplane that worth $15,000. So if you need to change the brake on your airplane, it's don't just scrap it, sell it for parts, buy a brand new I can actually, if this is the price, I will park my airplane and go buy a brand new series because I'm gonna have $2 million in parts. This is how ridiculous it is. We really need to start do something about it, because when you go and you look, let me show you guys comparison. Okay, there is here entire Cleveland conversion kit, and you get here everything, and it's $6,000. Okay, those break with the wheels, we're talking at $5,000. So come on, someone please explain to me how this tiny pump that is a size of literally it's a cylinder size of 2 inches costs almost $5,000. And then when you go and you look more you deepen, you look at the look and you look inside, and you see that every small um, O-ring is $100, $150, stuff that costs literally like 3 cents to manufacture. And people will tell you this is because it's FAA approved. So I want to know where the money going. It's not going to any insurance company. It's not going anywhere. Where is my money going? Please, someone indulge me and explain where the money is going. When you're looking at parts, okay, look at here. Every tiny parts that you need is in thousands and thousands of dollars. So the brake system on my airplane right now, worth probably $30,000 per side in parts. This is what those things worth. When you see the Cleveland cylinder assembly, they're not talking about the entire brake system here. They're talking about this little yellow thing in the center. And they're talking actually, it's have 3 pieces. You're talking only the center piece. The 2 sides piece is not coming with it. It's separate part numbers completely. So I don't know. Guys, I think that is getting out of control. And I really think that we all need to get together and figure something out with the FAA and see what's going on, because those airplanes, okay, let's start with something stupid, okay? Those airplanes, when they sold out 50, 60 years ago, whenever they made them, they were like about $4,000 for the entire airplane, okay? With inflation, with the years, it's not become that you cannot buy a screw for the airplane for the price of the entire airplane. Now, please pay attention here. Left pad, right pad. One is $3,000, one is $4,000. Okay, like if you need a Cleveland brake drum assembly, again, it's another, like, you can see the parts colors. They are $3,000, $900. Please, if someone thinks that I'm mistaken, just let me know if you find cheaper, because I tried to find some of the part used. It was very hard to track stuff that it's actually used from crashed airplane or whatever. Um, you know, we need to get the part, see if it's certified, if it's yellow tag or whatever. But this is getting ridiculous. It's mean that the parts are going out of control. Now, I'm looking at Univer, okay? I have nothing against them. I understand that they are in business, they have to make money, but the prices just have no sense. This have to be a mistake. There's no way that a brake shoe for an airplane for one size costs $5,000. And if it is, there should be a big investigation about that. Why is it so? This is going to be very dangerous and ridiculous, because all of you guys that have the same airplane, in a year or two from now, you're not going to be able to fix your airplane. And I can give you a very good example. We have the AD for the rudder right now, and the parts cost $900 for the entire brand new rudder certified. So our pump, that it's a hollow tube, it's literally 2 hollow tubes, costs $4,000. If someone see that this is a mistake, you can attack me all you want, but please say where you can get those parts for the $100 it's supposed to cost, and let's go from there, because we need to help one another. I'm not stupid. I'm seeing the prices. I'm not making a mistake. The parts are marked in yellow. I know what I'm looking at. So guys, let's figure out how to do something, because it's mean that each time your airplane will have a hiccup, you have to sell your car to fix it or sell your house to fix it. This is how bad it is. Like, subscribe, and share. If you have something good to share and where we can get part, please post it down. I know that there is something that say that if there is no parts, owner can manufacture, because some of the parts not available, although they're expensive, they're not even available at all. When you go on the list, some of the parts, if they're not in blue, they're not available. So then we have to figure out what to do. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, and let's get solution for this. This is crazy. Bye.